Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to What's Up vlog 112T11. I have no idea what number we're on. What I do know is we are on the CVR World Cup training race tonight, and I say we because I've been joined by just the best crowd of WKGers. We've got Keith here, we've got Catherine, we've got Peter, we've got Sean, we've got Darren. Oh, that's where it stopped. Maybe they're not the best. Some like the reserve WKGers are here then, so not my favourite ones, but beggars can't be choosers. No, that is absolutely awesome, and I'll tell you the main reason it's really great that Keith and Catherine are here is that I had a brilliant race with those guys. As much as I tried, I just could not get any footage together to make a vlog. I even tried using an overlay with the Strava flyby dot watching thing. Just wasn't happening. So, and it was a really good race, particularly how, well, actually at the time I thought Keith was helping me out. Turns out he wasn't at all. He was there just to inflict more pain on me and more torture. But anyway, this is absolutely brilliant. As Sean quite rightly has just pointed out, no chance of a podium for me tonight because of the faster WKGers as much as everybody else who I don't recognise that are in here. So yeah, I'm not sure that was on the cards anyway, Keith, but sorry Sean, but top 10 I'll be pleased with again. Right, this race is the triple loops, triple hills? I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, it's the 3 hills of London, so Box Hill, Keith Hill. No, that can't be right either. Well, it's definitely Leith Hill and Keith Hill. No, definitely Box Hill and Leith Hill are included. So I'd been saying I needed to get my climbing practice in before Mont Ventoux, so this is the start of it. We've got 18 people on the grid and a minute and 11 to go, so I'm expecting a few more to join. But yeah, my target's got to be top 10. What I will tell you now is the main reason that Sean Lowe is here, not the main reason, but a condition of Sean Lowe being here was that I put my trainer, my Elite Drivo, to 100% difficulty, which I've never done before. I have done it, Sean. So, and you know what? I did my warm-up and I was on the bloody Classique circuit, so I couldn't even really tell what it was doing. So this is going to be the first time I've really experienced it, and I don't expect it to be fun, but I've stayed true to my word, and it's 100%. So I'm just going to wish everybody good luck before I start ramping up the power. I've got loads to chat about, by the way, but I've got to try and keep my tongue still during the hard bits of the race, but I'm going to find that difficult. But anyway, right, let's get some watts in the legs. For this start, I'm not doing a frantic start, that is for absolute damn sure. Here we go, we're off. Thank you Padron for the ride on, as I try and put some kind of effort in just to try and get back with my team that are cruising away ahead of me. I thought it'd be an even gentler start than that. Alright, here we go. Ooh, dodgy gear change. Right, I'm with Darren. Sit with Darren for a bit. And Catherine. Sean is 10 seconds up the road. Peter's 12 seconds up the road. God, my indexing is all over the place. Really rattly. Alright, Keith, Peter and Sean, 23 seconds ahead of our little trio here. That's alright. We'll use the mighty Catherine to pull us back up the hills. I think Keith might be deliberately dropping back to us. Sean and Peter are a good 15, 16 seconds I think ahead, maybe 20 seconds ahead of Keith, and sort of 35, 36 seconds ahead of us. So I think Keith is probably thinking, rather than burn out chasing after those guys early on, come and settle with our little quartet here of myself, Catherine Denton, Kamir Rowski and Darren Hunter, and maybe that'd be a better way of conserving energy for when we get to the proper hills. Right, so we're just about to make contact with Keith. Swing the camera around. There is Mr. Denton, just ahead of me. So that was my first experience really of 100% on the trainer, and because I kind of forgot about it, I ended up sort of standing and grinding a big gear. But I think the main difference is going to be I'm going to have to concentrate and make sure I use my small ring, my granny ring, a bit more intelligently. But anyway, for now, control my breathing, stop talking, heart rate back down. Looking good, guys. Gonna have a quick look up ahead at Sean and Peter. So there's Sean, right on my friend. He's leading a group of 4 riders, including himself, M. Flay, C. Fetter and Peter Wilson. He's going to have a look at Peter now at the front of their little quartet. I need to quickly jump back to me, I'm afraid, because I can feel the resistance tightening up and I do not want to be getting dropped. Cheers Darren for the ride on. Thank you John Grasso also for the ride on. Ah! God. Just trying to wipe sweat from my keyboard. Okay, since Keith joined us, the Team Poland rider, whose name I struggled even when I could read it, so I'm not going to even try now, has dropped 11 seconds off the back. So it really is just this little quartet of WKGers now, hopefully staying together for some time. A little bit of Scritty Blitty going. Who remembers this song? Would-be Scritty Blitty. Thank you Martin Donnellan for the ride on. Always a pleasure to see your name come up. Right, so we've been sitting sort of mid-twos for some time now, which has been good. Managed to get my heart back down a little bit. I've done the occasional little pull at the front, nothing too strenuous. I'm relying on the powerful trio around me to do all that work, as they probably knew before this race even started that would be exactly what I would do. But yeah, as Keith has pointed out, it is a nice group and we are rolling along quite nicely, and hopefully conserving a little something for when we start heading to the clouds, which I don't think is too far away. I'll just jump forward again to check on Peter and Sean. Now 2.5 minutes ahead of myself, Keith, Catherine and Darren. Doing a bloody solid job. I think they've whittled it down to a trio now with M. Flay. Although C. Fetter actually is only a couple of seconds ahead, so they'll probably pull that back. But yeah, these guys are flying. And I've climbed with Sean in real life. And I know he's no slouch when it comes to the uppy bits. So that's the last we'll see of them, I should imagine. Unless there's some kind of catastrophic failure. Not that I would ever wish that on any of my teammates. Ever. Except maybe in our league races. But yeah, good work guys. Ooh, I better jump back to me. Looks like we're... I know, it looked like I thought we were splitting up a little bit. No, we're alright. So C. Fetter's actually got the fastest sprint time as well through there for the C category. I'd say fastest sprint time so far. I think I'm about to destroy that. Here we go, look at the power, 2.2 watts per kilogram with a draft. It's like I missed my calling 20 years ago. There we go, over the line in 15.8, how about that? Now I was doing the 2 for 1 the other morning, and I was sprinting with Dwight Williams, who I know nearly all of you will be very familiar with, and that guy can sprint. I was managed to use him to tow me over that sprint section, and I didn't have any decent power ups at any point, so I just thought I was going to get destroyed. But the power of sitting behind a big strong sprinter like Dwight, I got about as close to being in the 10 seconds as I've ever been. It was like 11.16 or something like that. So I was pleased with that. Anyway, I'm just chatting. I shouldn't really be wasting this oxygen while it's available to me. Right, here we go guys. We're hitting the Surrey Hills. We've got a bit of a chase on behind with Pete Cameron, something Alski, the guy that was with us before, from Team Poland, Wide Gunnar, Arbecker. We got quite a few that have closed us down pretty well actually in the last couple of K. Here we go, 100% trainer difficulty. What you got? That was daft. I got drawn into chasing Alboran over the top. I managed to stay there, but now I'm gone. I'm going to need this whole descent to try and recover. I didn't mean to drop anyone, Keith and Catherine or Darren. I kind of got drawn into it and distracted, but they'll probably pull me back on this descent. Sean and Peter, incidentally, I'm more than 7 minutes ahead after that climb. Unbelievable. I've got pains in my stomach and my ribs. I'm hoping it's just a stitch from it being not that long ago that I ate. I'm feeling it now. So, 100% training difficulty. I think I actually got my PB up that climb. I'd have to check, I wasn't really paying attention. Do you know what? This is going to be controversial, but I think it helps on the climbs. It means you have to use more gears, but you're having to spin a gear, even in the easiest granny ring, having to spin it harder than you normally would on sort of 50% or so, and as a result it kind of seems easier to hold higher power numbers. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but for me, I'm not trying to be controversial or start a riot, but I'm certainly not going to say that was easier, but I think I was actually faster because of it. I know it only hits like 11% or something, so it's not like going up to the radio tower, but nonetheless, I'm quite pleased with that. Right, anyway, I'll shut up and get myself ready for Box Hill now. Oh. Thank you, Jude Whittaker Williams for the ride on. But I took it very easy down there, and it's allowed Keith and Catherine, who I'm sure would have caught me anyway, but honestly I was actually deliberately taking it very easy to get my heart back. So Keith and Catherine will be on me any moment, and Darren's just 30 seconds behind, so he will probably group up with us as well, hopefully before we get to Box Hill. But I'm not familiar with this route, so I'm not sure when that comes. And we've only got 9.8k to go in the race, so I'm thinking it must be quite soon. Maybe in about 4k's time, something like that. I tried to click on it, but I missed it. But I'm pretty sure Brian Roden is here as well in the Bs. But I saw what looked like his name in the list, but we sort of split the course just as I went to click on it, so he disappeared. But if you are there, Brian, hope you're going well. I'm sure you are, and good to see you. So Keith and Catherine now just 6 seconds behind and putting out significantly more power than me. So I never judge this well when I'm sort of trying to slow to let someone catch on. I never judge when I need to pick up the speed well enough, but I'm usually too late, so I think I need to start maybe upping it a little bit now, maybe about 2 watts per kilogram, so that I've got some momentum by the time they get to me. Old Boyne has disappeared up the road. I'm not surprised, it took everything I had just to stay that close over the top, so ended up, I had absolutely no continuance at all. Right, here's Mr. and Mrs. Denton joining me now. Here we go. Right, so I need to try and match their speed. Yeah, I did it quite nicely that time. Let's slot in here and try and get this sort of mini orange train rolling again. Alright, here we are turning onto Box Hill now, so it came a bit sooner than I expected. But luckily I have a couple of the best wingmen in the business for company. So let's try and do this again. Thank you, Madeline Blom, for the ride on. That's a name I've not seen for a while, but I do miss our little challenges from back in the day, despite me not ever coming out on top of any of them, I don't think. Hey, Martin Bjorkvik. Hello, my friend. Thank you for the ride on, buddy. Always good to see you. Hey, Zoe. Zoe Collins, Team Type 1. The proud new owner of a Tron bike. Congratulations on that. And T. Litchfield from KISS ODZ. Thank you very much for the ride on. I'm afraid I'm not going to read any more out on this climb because I'm starting to lose my breath. I'm going to just jump forward so I could see Peter and Sean coming up to the finish. So I want to try and catch them over the line if I can. They've got about 1,500 metres to go, so I'll just get back on me again for a second. Make sure I'm still there, yep. Keith and Catherine. I think it's going to, Keith's trying to just nick me on the line for the KOM here. Yeah, you got me. Right, I need this continuance now. I want to flick back to Sean and Peter, but I need to keep an eye on this, going over the top. The last time I raced Keith over here, I attacked him on this little bump here, and it actually worked. But I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to stay with the pair of them if I can. Catherine's put some power in. Yeah, they're both attacking me. That's not on. Sorry guys, I've got a feeling I've missed Sean and Peter. Let's go into an aero tuck and have a look. I think I did. Really sorry guys, I wanted to see that. Me coming over the line. Keeps trying to get a gap. Changed gear too soon. Oh, my cadence just died on me. $1,100 metres to go. Keith's doing really well, holding that gap. I think I've got more threat from Catherine behind than I have of closing Keith down. I can't get my breath for an attack. It's really frustrating. He did a great job on that little kicker after Box Hill. And I wonder if that was in response to him remembering that I attacked him there last time. And maybe he did it trying to cover off an attack. It's worked really well. 700 metres now. See if I've got anything. Nah, I really haven't. Last 400. Great ride, guys. That was a lesson in racecraft from Keith. Timed that attack to perfection. I just couldn't maintain it over the top again, so he was able to keep the lead that he built and the momentum that he carried all the way down. Oh, I did an awesome job. Oh, there we go, over the line. Oh man. Yeah, Brian Roden was there. 11th place. And 1, 2, 3, 4th in the Bs. Awesome stuff, man. Alright. I can't see. Oh yeah, there we go. Sean, 2nd in the Cs. Peter, 3rd in the Cs. Unbelievable. And I'm not being funny, but M Flay, based on that, is well over the category limits. So there could be a promotion for those guys. Have to wait and see. So I wanted top 10 in the Cs. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th. Catherine 9th, Keith 7th. Oh, great stuff, guys. Let's just fire some ride-ons. Oh man. So, what have we learnt from that? I'll tell you what I've learnt. I quite like 100% difficulty, as long as I remember to use the gears. I'm so used to not having to use the small chainring on Zwift, apart from, to be honest, apart from on the radio climb up to the tower. Occasionally I do on the mountain as well, but not really. But yeah, if I remember to whack that in the, I've got a compact crank set, chain set, so if I whack that in the small cog at the front, big cog at the back, I actually quite like the extra resistance. It kind of makes me work harder without knowing I'm working harder, if that makes sense. My average watts per kilogram weren't great at 2.5. And I'm assuming that's because I took it so easy on the way back down the other side of Leaf Hill. But yeah, oh, really enjoyed that. I actually did enjoy it, despite it being pretty painful. It was enjoyable pain. Felt a little bit of cramp coming on in my right calf towards the end, but nothing too bad, and it was after all the major climbing had been done, so that wasn't a worry. Let me just turn this fan down a little bit. Anyone else coming in? Right, let's just check this C category. Okay, alright, so there was AMAC as well who won that. Must have logged out before I saw it. So AMAC, M Flay and S Lowe, Sean Lowe rounding off the podium. Peter Wilson, J Nietzsche, C Fetter, Orboin, who I chased as hard as I could up Leaf Hill, and that possibly was what did me in the end. Mr. Keith Denton, awesome race. I'll tell you what, I'm praying that this footage has all worked. I'll only know when I start to look to edit it. But I can't have another good race with Keith and Catherine and not be able to put it on a vlog. So Mr. Keith Denton in 8th place, Mr. Marcus Neal in 9th, Mrs. Catherine Denton in 10th, Kay Kamiarowski, which is the name that I was so disrespectfully ignoring and mispronouncing. So my apologies, Kay Kamiarowski. Well done on 11th place. And I'm assuming there's a few more. I think Darren, I think Darren's still going. I know he had a problem before getting on the bike, so it was touch and go whether he was even going to compete, let alone get to the end. And obviously they're two pretty tough climbs, so hopefully he's not done himself any damage in that. Peter, why are you not wearing the team jersey? That's disappointing. I got a strike for disliking a picture of a bike the other day, or a yellow card from you. Yellow card to you, Peter, for wearing the wrong jersey. Right, don't mean to be disrespectful, but actually no, I am going to wait for riders to come through, because I said I had quite a lot of stuff to talk to you about, and I do. So, first one. I've had a lot of messages, personal messages, coming through regarding Zwiftswag. Some confusion and just general inquisitiveness. So I'll clarify now. The main reason for the messages coming through is obviously the first ones were through concern as to whether I knew anything about Zwiftswag and if I knew they were using my designs on t-shirts and stuff. So I could put your minds at rest about that. Yes, I'm involved in Zwiftswag. Basically, it's a venture with myself, a guy from Band of Climbers who are already a very successful, absolutely beautiful sort of cycling artwork and souvenirs and bits and pieces. So check them out. They do fantastic stuff. Tim Fulford, obviously from Franklin Bespoke and Cycling Hub, and Jesper Anker from Franklin Bespoke and Cycling Hub. So we've basically teamed together to put together Zwiftswag, which is the sort of community-built Zwift merchandise shop. Basically, it's not officially Zwift. I must stress that because that's some more questions that will come in my way. I'm going to try and put out a few fires here if I can. Not really the purpose of this video, and possibly not really my place to do it, but I'm going to try and do it anyway because some reputations were kind of sort of thrown in the thrown to question a little bit, and I just want to quash that straight away. First one, intellectual property. Every single thing that comes out of Zwiftswag has been run by Zwift. No, it's not an official Zwift store. This is a fan-based, community-built, community-led, community-produced Zwift merchandise shop. But every single design has been run by them. I personally, I really value my relationship that I've got with Zwift, and absolutely 100% would not jeopardise that by putting my name to something that was going to cause them issues, be it legal or even just from a sort of ethical point of view. So if anyone is interested, and like I say, I have quite a few questions about it, so I thought I'd try and quash that now. Everything is run through the powers that be at Zwift, and we will not put anything to market that does not have their approval, basically. So that's that. And on that same note, again, I wouldn't associate myself with something I didn't believe was fully above board, on the level, and for the good of the community. I don't mean that in a kind of a charitable way, but there was a need that was very apparent. I'll tell you what it was, right? Look, I'm going to bore people here, but obviously, WKG, I started selling some t-shirts and bits and pieces to you guys, and that was really good. Whether you believe me or not, it wasn't for profit. It wasn't to build any kind of huge empire. It was I love doing it. It was a bit of fun. I like having our name out there. Hence obviously the jerseys. I don't profit from those, but the more people that are wearing our stuff, the better. So that's how it started. And then I made the Zwiftaholic t-shirt, and the truth of the matter is that exploded beyond the point where, if I'm honest, I could really cope with it, as some of you sadly will have experienced in quite sort of lengthy shipping delays and things like that. It's mainly because I couldn't afford to hold a massive stock of them, so orders would come in. I'd have to wait for a certain number of orders to come in, and then I'd order a batch of blank t-shirts. They would come in, I'd produce the t-shirts, and they'd be shipped out. So that's where the delays were. But that t-shirt, the Zwiftaholic t-shirt, and the Watopia t-shirt in particular, were incredibly popular, sort of beyond teamWKG. So that's kind of why this has sort of gone in this direction. I needed help for a start. Jesper, anyone that knows Jesper knows that he's an absolute marketing machine. He's constantly on it. The guy's got energy for days, and he's just constantly on the go. He's got a fantastic following, very dedicated following within the Zwift community, great reputation within the Zwift community. Likewise, Tim, who has obviously been doing the Franklin Bespoke workouts through teamWKG, very generously donating his own time and expertise. So again, I I would only associate myself with people whose reputations were solid within the world of Zwift. So that's basically it. I'll be producing the t-shirts, but I've got a lot of help now in terms of being able to get stock and deliveries and manufacturing all a heck of a lot quicker. Just a much slicker process. The awesome prints, you can see, can you see, I'm never good at this, there we go, there's one, I've got the black one there actually, I've not found a place to hang it yet, I can't get it, it's behind my bike wheel. But they come from the guys at Band of Climbers, produced them for us. They're beautiful, brilliant quality. That's something I was never able to produce myself, so it's really great to be able to associate myself with that. That's basically it. So, without wanting to sound sales pitchy, please head over to Zwiftswag.com, check out the stuff. It's same thing. The t-shirts are as with all the ones I've produced, and actually on that note, I will still be making the team merchandise. The WKG team shop will be purely for the team t-shirts, the hoodies, bags. I can't even remember what else I make. What do I make? Caps. I've got a wicked new design coming actually for the new racing league, things like that. So I'll still be, I can actually focus on producing just the team stuff, because it really was the Zwiftaholic, the Watopia t-shirts, and the stuff outside of the WKG team stuff that was actually taking up all my time. So I can focus on that. Zwiftswag now will be responsible for all the fulfillment of all orders for the Zwiftaholic stuff, and hopefully it will just be a much slicker procedure. But yeah, please do check them out. We've got new designs that are going to be coming out through Zwiftswag as well. But yeah, no one, they haven't stolen my designs. It is something I'm involved in. So thank you very much for your concern. I do appreciate it. And rest assured, I'm not opening up some kind of huge legal case against Zwiftswag. They're my boys. So there we go. What else did I have to tell you? What did I tell you? Oh, I got another video which I started making, was actually going to upload before this one, but I'm having problem after problem with technical stuff, editing. My footage, no matter how I record it, I think it's actually a problem with my Final Cut Pro program. It's what I do all my editing on. I'm having serious issues with all my footage, audio sync, all that kind of stuff, and as I mentioned before, I'm keeping my fingers firmly crossed that this is actually recording, otherwise I'm wasting a hell of a lot of breath and time here. But I got a video that I did because you guys that are involved and coming on Mont Ventoux, the WKG Mont Ventoux trip, you are responsible for me being like the most childish, hyperactive kid at Christmas ever, getting no sleep, and I just can't think or talk about anything else. To the point where I did a rehearsal packing for Mont Ventoux, and I filmed it, I vlogged it, and that's not just me being silly. There was a reason for it, because I've been writing lists of stuff that I think I need to take to Mont Ventoux, and I know there will be something really crucial that I'll forget. So the main purpose of this video, actually two purposes of this video. One is so that if any of you spot something that I absolutely 100% will need to have that doesn't go in my bag on this video, please let me know, because I'm pooing myself enough as it is. I want to be fully prepared when we get there. And the second reason is I've got this awesome Castelli suitcase sent through to me by Sigma Sport, and it's really nice. If ever a suitcase can be awesome, this is it. It's beautiful. So I was going to do a kind of product review on this gorgeous Castelli suitcase. And Sean, if you're watching, how much can I fit in your car? It's going to be me, you, and Jason. 3 bikes. Me, you, Jason. 3 bikes, sorry. And I'm assuming at least 3 suitcases. It's getting scary. You did mention you had a roof rack, so I'm hoping quite a lot of the stuff, not the bikes, can go on the roof. But anyway, yeah, so this will give Sean an idea of how much I'm going to be bringing along to his to cram in his car as well. So you can rein me in a little bit, Sean, before the event. Anyway, I think that's probably a world record for waffling after a race. So much so that P. Cameron has come in the time that I've been chatting. Right on, P. Cameron, good job. I'm sure I've missed something. Anyway, thank you all so much for a brilliant race. Keith, tactical genius, played me at my own game. That's implying that I'm also a tactical genius, which I'm very much not. But you used my tactic against me to very good effect. So, chapeau, my friend. Great attack. Catherine, awesome to bridge the gap after dropping off on Leaf Hill, helping Darren. Excellent effort there, and then to bridge back again after I'd gone off chasing after, who was it? Alboin. So really strong racing. Sean and Peter, I can't even talk about your races. I didn't even see you. I promise I tried to see you as you crossed the line, but you were just, well, as you can see, you were about 7 minutes ahead of us at the end. So not bad going. Right, I'm going to shut up. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And if you do have any questions about Zwiftswag or any advice about Mont Ventoux, or indeed any questions regarding the 100% trainer difficulty setting that I just experienced for the first time, just drop me a line in the comments below. Catch you all soon.